Good Tuesday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome once again. Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium. Nothing but sunshine, blue skies, and warm summer-like temperatures as we get ready for college baseball here at the Box. LSU hosting Southeastern Louisiana. Coming to you from inside the Caesar Sportsbook broadcast booth, along with Tiger champion Buzzy Heidel, our producer Alondra Villarreal in the Capital One studios. I'm Chris Blair, happy to have you along with us here on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Tigers come in, successful weekend on the road, second series win in conference play, taking 2 of 3 from the Alabama Crimson Tide. They come in this week hosting Southeastern for the first and only time here in 2022 before getting back to SEC play with just 6 conference games remaining this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They'll welcome in former Tiger and longtime head coach of the Ole Miss Rebels, Mike Bianco. Samuel Dutton will get the start tonight. Again, tough outing on Sunday in Game 3, made the start. Coach Jay Johnson electing to make a call to the bullpen there in the bottom of the first inning after some real solid contact off the bats of Alabama. LSU had a 3-0 lead. They would make it 3-1. And they turned the baseball over to Jacob Hasty and Buzzy Heidel. I think this is a chance for, as you touched on in the pitching matchups, a chance for Samuel Dutton, who's really pitched well in his freshman campaign, to get some confidence, get some throws in. Don't expect to see him very long. They'll hand it over to a number of guys we did not see over the weekend, including Bryce Collins, who also is one of those guys who, again, coming off injury and transferring in from Arizona, you think could possibly vie for a starting role, if not on an SEC weekend over the next 2 weeks, but certainly as postseason play comes along, and you're going to have to find more than just 3 starting pitchers.
Well, I love the move of starting Dutton right after he started on Sunday. You mentioned it. He didn't have a very long outing, and it wasn't that it was terrible. It just didn't give him Coach Johnson didn't give him a whole lot of time to work his way out of everything. But it'll tell you what they think of this young man, because a lot of times when you have a tough outing like that, you don't see the baseball for a good 5, 6, 7 days. He gets the ball a couple days later to get back on that horse, so to speak.
So we're just about set to go. Always like to give you the game day forecast presented by AccuTemp. Again, temperatures warming up here in the capital city as we, looks like, begin to head towards those summer days. Currently a time of just before first pitch here in Baton Rouge, 85 degrees. Again, not a cloud in the sky, nothing but sunshine as we head towards sunset. Dutton ready to fire and does so. First pitch delivered, a called strike with a fastball to Keller, leading things off. Time of first pitch, 6:33 Central Time. Evan Keller leads it off, one of several seniors in this lineup for Coach Reiser, batting .257 in the leadoff spot. He'll take a swing, little bouncer, but foul down the third base line as Cranford will let it cross over the line. And it's 0-2 to Evan Keller.
Nice job right there by Cranford, getting the start again at third base. Slow roller was going to go foul anyway, but made sure he touched it while it was in foul territory. With the speed of Keller, probably would have been a tough play if he was able to field it in fair territory.
Buzzy told you during the Cajun Country Rice on Deck show, this is an aggressive team. Their batting numbers won't knock you over, but if they get on base, they'll put pressure on defenses, including Evan Keller, who's 15 of 20 in stolen bases. Leading base stealer Tyler Fink, 21 of 22. As the 0-2 pitch, good offering, but it misses outside with a fastball. Make it 1-2 now to Keller.
The velocity good early in the game for Dutton. That last fastball 0-2, 93 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate.
The 1-2 lifted in the air, but foul out of play. Another Rotolo's foul ball. Rotolo's Pizzeria, they got the dough you really want. Come on in, have a drink or two while they fix you up something new. Slide into a Rotolo's near you. Wind blowing slightly, flags unfurled out at the batter's eye, blowing right to left towards the scoreboard here at the Box. 1-2 the count to Keller. And time called at the last minute. Dutton beginning his windup.
Keller out of Destrehan, Louisiana, down the bayou.
Grad student here for the Lions, as the breaking ball from Dutton misses outside on the slider. It's 2-2. Started his career at LSU Eunice before making his way to Hammond, Louisiana.
And just like LSU, Southeastern made up of a bunch of Louisiana players.
This one fouled back into the screen off the bat of Keller. Keeps it 2-2.
Shows you the depth in this state of good baseball players, with Southeastern being a good program, Tulane's always good, UL Lafayette.
The 2-2 slap ground ball, base hit inside the third base bag. This one going to roll into the corner. Keller going to round first and have a stand-up double to lead things off here for the Lions. And Southeastern bringing a few fans over with them, making some noise early. Here's the leadoff man aboard.
Second for the Lions.
A nice at bat right there by Keller. Fouled off a couple pitches, took a couple close pitches, and then stayed on a pitch, drove it hard down the third base line, and the Lions have something cooking early.
Rosevear now will stand in. Here's a left-handed hitter for SLU. Out of Denham Springs, just down the road. Played his high school ball at Live Oak. Dutton checks the runner. Looks again, and now will turn and fake a throw back to get Keller back on the bag.
That hit by Keller to lead off the game extends his hitting streak to 5 games.
So now Dutton, the right-hander, against the lefty, and the breaking ball in the inside corner is there. Nicely done by Dutton, and he gets ahead early, 0-1. Rosevear, a sophomore for the Lions. Last year played in 43 games, started 30 for Coach Reiser. Finished the year 3 doubles, a triple, and 1 home run. The 0-1 fouled back into the screen. A Rotolo's foul ball again gets Dutton ahead early, 0-2. Rosevear really picked it up towards the end of his freshman campaign. He was selected to the Southlands All-Tournament squad. He hit 500 in 4 games. The 0-2 misses high and outside, making 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, another good 0-2 pitch by Dutton, but better discipline by Rosevear to stay away.
That's the situation too. If you're Rosevear, left-handed hitter, you're just trying to roll something over to the right side and get the runner over to third base with less than 2 outs.
1-2 off speed, but misses high just above the letters, make it 2-2. Our umpiring crew: Christopher Simons at first, Jeff Head, the veteran, at second base, James Ainsworth down the line at third, and Myron Miller behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Nobody out, runner on at second with a leadoff double by Evan Keller. Rosevear at the plate. The 2-2, another nice breaking ball, looked like it caught the inside corner, but Myron Miller did not agree, and that'll fill the count now, 3-2.
Wow, really good spot. I'm like you, Chris. I don't know if it missed down or in or both. It was, I don't know how Rosevear laid off of it, to be honest.
3-2 fastball lifted in the air, foul territory, third base side, and it will get its way into the seats. Keep the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. I think Dutton a little upset because the first pitch to set up Rosevear 0-1 was the exact same pitch in the exact same location. But he'll try to battle here with nobody out and a runner at second. Another payoff pitch. Jammed him, lifted high in the air, but not very deep. Second baseman Cade Doty drops back a couple of steps, and 1 foot on the outfield grass. Will retire it for out number 1. Doesn't allow Keller to advance, so good job by Dutton on the jam job.
Yeah, other than a strikeout, that's about the best case scenario for Dutton. Got in on his hands, and Rosevear wasn't able to put much barrel onto the baseball. A weak fly ball, a weak pop-up, I should say, to Doty. So good opportunity for Dutton to try to pitch out of a jam.
Dutton delivers, and Tyler Fink at the plate. Finke, rather. First pitch delivered, strike, and again Dutton working ahead early to the first 3 batters he's faced here for the Lions. Finke out of Columbus, Indiana. Came to Southeastern by way of Snead State Community College. The 0-1 hit down the line foul. It will catch the screen just beyond the first base dugout. And once again, Dutton ahead 0-2.
Yeah, not having a problem of getting ahead of the Southeastern hitters. Dutton getting 0-2 very quickly to the first few hitters. Just needs to find a way to do a good job of putting them away.
The 0-2 fastball high and tight, make it 1 ball 2 strikes. Finke 1 year over in Alabama at Snead State Community College. Came to Southeastern in 2020 in those shortened games during the COVID pandemic. Played in all 16 of the games until the season was shut down. 1-2 again, fouled back into the screen. Keeps the count 1 ball 2 strikes. Last year was Southland All-Conference 3rd team. 46 games played, started in 45 of those. Had 11 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs so far this year. Batting .252. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, and 32 runs driven in. 1-2 with 1 out, runner at second. Dutton fires a little high. McManus, though, going to fire it down to second. Easily getting back is Keller. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Only one player in Southeastern lineup hitting over 300. That's Faulkner, the next hitter for the Lions.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dutton fires. Fastball elevated. Swing and a miss. Finke down on strikes. Dutton records his first punch out. And there are now 2 gone here in the top of the first inning. That strikeout brought to you by Super One Foods. Great quality at super low prices. Nicely done that time. Got ahead in the count. Got an even count. And decided to just come up high with the heat. Able to retire Finke. Faulkner, the aforementioned, out of Denham Springs, Louisiana, a right-handed hitter, stands in. 52 hits on the year, 13 of those doubles, 1 triple and 13 home runs. A little bit of power in the bat of Preston Faulkner. Dutton delivers a breaking ball and I guess missed low. Looked like it caught the outside portion of the plate, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, got to be careful with Faulkner. He's 6'1", 230 pounds, and you said it, Chris. Got some power in that bat with the 13 home runs that leads the Southeastern team.
1-0 in the air, opposite field, but foul into the seats about 8 rows up. And a nice little grab out there. Gentleman brought his glove, able to squeeze it. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Faulkner.
You said how much this team loves to run. You gotta. That's really evident with Faulkner. 6'1", 230 pounds. He's 9 of 9 on the year in stolen bases. So just because you're a big guy doesn't mean Coach Reisner won't put you in motion.
The 1-1 breaking ball, soft ground ball, going to be scooped up by Cranford. Runs a couple of steps, fires it right to Morgan for out number 3. So the Lions lead off with a double, but they leave him stranded at second base. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. We played a half inning here at the box, no score. LSU coming to the plate. Dugas, Pearson, and Cruz will bat for the Tigers when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Just like the winning lineup, Cintas has the all-star services for all your business needs, everything from uniforms to kitchens and restroom solutions. Get ready for the workday with Cintas. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Tigers come to the plate for the first time. Gavin Dugas going to lead it off again. Did that same thing on Sunday in Game 3 against the Crimson Tide. Went 2 for 5. Aboard 3 times on a walk, reaching 5 of his 6 plate appearances. Not bad. It's kind of what you ask your leadoff man to do, and Dugas delivered. First delivery, whipped in there. Fastball misses outside, 1-0 from Daniel Dugas. So you've got Dugas for the Lions against Dugas for the Tigers. The 1-0 hit high in the air to left field. This one, a rocket shot into the left field landing, and Dugas gets the Tigers on the board. Just needed 2 pitches, and that baby's out of here. Dugas, welcome back to the lineup. 4th home run of the season. It's 1-0 LSU.
Gavin Dugas says, I'm a leadoff hitter, but I'm not going to work this count very long. I'm going to get a pitch I like and drive it on a line out to left field. I hope. Might have been a catch by the Tiger fan out there. Might need to get him some ice for that.
Absolutely.
That ball was hit on a frozen rope out of the ballpark.
Somebody get a bag of slow melt ice out to the left field landing. Stat. So 1-0. LSU wasting little time, continuing their home run tear here of late. First delivery to Pearson, called strike to make it 0-1. Pearson stands in, batting .326. This delivery misses inside, make it 1-1 strike. And Jay Johnson yesterday on his radio show talking about how with the loss of Jacob Berry, now when he's designing the lineup, he wants to have guys in front of Dylan Cruz get aboard. The 1-1 swung on, fouled, came off the cleat. Is Pearson going to try to gingerly walk that one off? It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And on Sunday, without Berry in the lineup, he put Dugas in, who came in on Saturday night in the loss to Alabama to play third base, but made him the DH and led off in Game 3, followed by Pearson, who also had a good day getting aboard. And then, of course, Dylan Cruz does Dylan Cruz things. That right now seems to be the right combination. Although Dugas not settling for being on base for Dylan Cruz, he just decided to drive in a run on his own. 2-2 now, the count to Pearson. Josh with 6 doubles and 6 home runs on the season. Here's a ground ball against the shift. Coming in will be the second baseman, and on the short hop, Rosevear has it. Tosses to Faulkner at first, 1 away on the 4-3 ground out. Southeastern, like many teams we see here in 2022, instituting the shift on a regular basis. Looks like with Dylan Cruz coming to the plate, however, they're more concerned about him keeping one in the park. So they'll line up traditionally here on the infield. The outfield adjusting slightly with center fielder Tyler Finke shadowing towards right center field. They've got Tristan Welch playing just shy of the track in left. First delivery misses high with a breaking ball. 1-0 by Dugas. Also have Christian Garcia. They've done their scouting report. Dylan can go opposite field over the fence as well. He's playing deep and right. The 1-0 off speed, misses low. 2 balls, no strikes, and that is a dangerous thing if you're Daniel Dugas. I know the scouting report for him is don't get behind early to Dylan Cruz. The 2-0 delivery. That one across the plate with a fastball to make it 2-1. Buzzy, you told us the fastball is going to be anywhere from 87, 88, maybe 90, 91 max from Dugas tonight.
Yeah, not overpowering, and he does have trouble at times with his curveball.
2-1. And on the inside corner, right under the hands, and a called strike makes it 2-2. So after getting behind early, he's evened the count to Dylan Cruz, but not quite out of the woods yet. Cruz batting .347. As I like to say, the reigning SEC player of the week. The 2-2. Little ground ball, comebacker to the mound, and Dugas will glove it, toss to first, and able to dodge Dylan Cruz in the first at bat of the night to record out number 2. Jay Johnson had a funny line last night. I told him he was officially named co-SEC Player of the Week, but I'm not going to acknowledge that. He's the SEC Player of the Week. And Jay said, well, I'd like to see what the other guy did. I don't know, but he must have had a heck of a weekend.
It's like when you get co-SEC champs. You don't have to say co. At least the LSU fans don't have to.
No. Trey Morgan stands in with 2 down. 1-0 LSU leads early. He takes a big swipe, but fouls it back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Morgan had a 2-run homer on Friday night for the Tigers, capped off a 5-run inning in the 5th inning against Alabama. Morgan, again, plenty of power. Only 4 home runs on the year, but you always know it's a possibility. With 2 outs, Dugas, the 0-1. Here's a ground ball and a bouncer. It's going to get through the 6-hole into left field. A 2-out single. LSU over the weekend, Buzzy. This, I think, is phenomenal. You would appreciate it. 21 runs scored against Alabama. 14 of them came with 2 outs in the inning. 67%. And it wasn't just this weekend. It's something they've done all year.
Well, you got to love it if you're an LSU Tiger fan. And how deflating is it if you're the opposing team and you get 2 quick outs, you get 2 outs, and the inning is all but over in your mind, and LSU just continued to put together good at-bats, and score runs with 2 outs. That is deflating when you're that opposing team and can't finish off an inning.
See what Cade Doty has to offer. He struggled a little bit at the plate this weekend. He'll take a big swing on the first offering, foul it back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Cade batting tonight in the 5 spot. Still batting .303 for the year, so there's no need to panic. Doty, of course, the hero in the walk-off against Missouri, and, of course, the Game 3 walk-off to take the series against Georgia. Goes opposite field, but the ball sailing foul. Takes a bounce in the bullpen of the Tigers. 0-2 the count to Doty.
Big shift on for Doty as Southeastern has everybody but the first baseman on the left side of the infield, on the left side of second base. Virtually, well, not virtually, there is nobody at second base, the position second base right now.
Appeared Doty was trying to hang back a little bit, poke one opposite field. We'll see here the 0-2 pitch. It's a ground ball towards the shift, coming over Keller, the shortstop, able to get to it, but spins over. Doesn't have a play. He'll just hold on to the baseball, and runners safe first and second. Another 2-out single here by Cade Doty. LSU may not be done yet. Braden Jobert coming to the plate with 2 outs. Already a 1-0 lead as Gavin Dugas went long ball into the left field landing to lead things off.
I know it's all a percentage game, Chris. You know, you just play the chances are. What's the biggest percentage that he's going to hit this ball there? But if they're just playing straight up there, that is a routine ground ball to shortstop. And I know there's plenty of times where when they got the shift on, they hit it exactly into the shift. That would be a hit normally. So it works both ways.
Jobert launches one on the first offering into the right center field gap, but placed perfectly is Christian Garcia. He comes running to his right. He'll have it for out number 3. But the Tigers get on the board. 1 run on 3. As we continue on this Tuesday evening, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network. Back inside the Caesars Sportsbook broadcast booth along with Buzzy Heidel, Chris Blair letting you know the Tigers lead 1-0. Solo shot for Gavin Dugas to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Tigers added 2 more hits, left 2 men stranded, but have the early lead as Samuel Dutton delivers the first pitch to Shea Thomas. And it is missing outside for ball 1. Nope, Bryce Collins. Is that Collins? Or Dutton? It is Dutton.
Yeah, it's still Dutton.
So Dutton does start his second inning of work. The 2-0 misses inside. Now 3-0 to Shea Thomas. Thomas, the junior, hitting .278 in the 5 spot tonight for the Lions. 3-0 delivery. Strike at the letters. Took a moment. Home plate umpire Myron Miller finally ruled it a strike, and it's 3-1.
Right-hander Andrew Uritich getting loose down in the Lions bullpen.
3-1 popped up and out of play right side. Rotolo's foul ball will fill the count 3-2 on that off-speed offering from Samuel Dutton. Payoff delivery. Popped up, shallow center field. Doty going back behind second base in shallow center. He makes the call and makes the grab. 1 down. Soft contact for the most part so far off of Dutton. Very different from Sunday's game 3 against Alabama. Again, one of the big reasons Shea Johnson said he had to go out there and make that call in the bottom of the first inning, just the contact alone. Leading 3-1, he said the difference between leading by 2 runs early and 1 or tied was just not an option in a deciding game 3. Breaking ball misses to Christian Garcia. It's 1-0. Garcia, .254 hitter, junior in the lineup. Right-hander awaits, and there's a curveball over for a strike to even it up 1-1.
Well, one thing we've noticed early, well, not even early in the season anymore, it's getting late in the season, is Jay Johnson not afraid to make mound visits. Jay Johnson not afraid to pull you if he thinks you're not getting the job done.
This one misses outside, make it 2-1. There's not going to be any extra mound visits taken into the clubhouse after a game. That's for sure. The 2-1. Fastball misses outside, and Dutton knew it. 3-1 now the count to Garcia out of Slidell, Louisiana. As you mentioned, Buzzy, roster full of Louisiana kids. And it all goes back to the great Skip Bertman, who not only revolutionized college baseball. It's the 3-1. Hit in the air, foul territory, third base side. Cranford will give it a look, but it will catch the overhang out of play, make it 3-2. Did not only build college baseball, SEC baseball, but the infrastructure that followed in the youth leagues, high school, of course the emergence of travel ball. You can all trace it back to what Skip Bertman did here at LSU as far as the state of Louisiana is concerned. 1 out, payoff pitch. This one high and deep to left field, and Garcia got all of this, and with 1 swing of the bat he sends it over the left field landing. And we are tied 1-1. Garcia with home run number 4, and he got all of that one.
Yeah, pitch out over the plate, and Garcia didn't miss it. That ball would have been out on any day, especially on an afternoon like it is, or an evening like it is today. Wind blowing out to left field. That ball was a no-doubter.
So, tie game now, 1-1. Southeastern 1 run on 2 hits. The Tigers 1 run on 3 hits. That'll bring up Champ Artigues, and the first pitch missing low. Ball 1, 1-0. Artigues, another junior, batting .248. This one missing again, low below the knees with a fastball, and it's 2 balls, no strikes.
And that'll get right-hander Bryce Collins up and throwing in the bullpen.
Time call. McManus goes out to visit with Dutton. Action in both pens here with 1 out, top of the second, and a tie game 1-1. Mention Artigues, the junior, started his career at Louisiana Tech. Redshirted in 2019. Played in all 16 games of that shortened 2020 season. Last year, Played in 40 games, had 29 starts. 2-0 delivery. Strike at the belt, and it's 2-1. Jay Johnson had a lot of nice things to say about the job Matt Reiser and this Lions program. Of course, his Arizona squad got to face Southeastern. Here's a line drive back to the mound. It gets by Dutton, picked up by Thompson behind second base, and the shortstop fires a bullet to Morgan to record out number 2. Great heads-up play by Thompson. Didn't give up on the play. Kept his concentration, followed that ball all the way behind the second base bag, and then showed why he can release the baseball quickly. That time threw it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, the release was every bit as impressive as the arm strength there. And you see why Thompson's playing shortstop. No, he's had a tough go at it a little bit this year with some of the errors, but makes a really nice play up the middle.
Breaking ball over to Tristan Welch to make it 0-1. Welch stands in. Left fielder, another senior. Open stance from the right side is the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch underneath the bat from Dutton, and it's 0-2. Pitch to Welch, sends this one into the railing of the first base dugout. Woke a few Tigers up over there. Still the count 0-2. Dutton working quickly, bouncing slow, rolling ground ball picked up by Cranford on the short hop. Throws to Morgan, who had to battle the sun a little bit, but he's able to haul it in for out number 3. However, Southeastern brings out the big stick. They get 1 run on 1 hit. We leave nobody on, and we go now to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers come to the plate in a tie game, 1-1. We'll see 7, 8, and 9. Thompson, McManus, and Cranford when we return on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Tiger fans, if you're looking for a little fun, how about play Sapphire Sevens from the lottery? You could win up to $20,000. Stop in at any lottery retailer, pick up Sapphire Sevens today for your chance to win and get your shine on. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Jordan Thompson will start things off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second inning, a 1-1 ball game. Each team with a home run. Dugas for the Tigers, Garcia for the Lions, as Dugas delivers the first pitch to Thompson, and the breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Congratulations to former Tiger Kramer Robertson. Called up to the bigs today. The 0-1. Another breaking ball outside corner. Called strike 0-2. It's great to see earlier this afternoon that, I don't know if you knew this, Buzzy, but Kramer's mom is the basketball coach here at LSU. And the Hall of Famer, a couple of Hall of Famers actually, taking in the game in St. Louis against the Orioles tonight. As Kramer called up for the Cardinals. That one missing to Thompson, as again Dugas Dugas trying to catch the outside corner. Here's the 1-2. Slider again misses away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, we'll follow.
It is? Oh, Uritich came in for
yeah,
Dugas.
I was going to say, going to give you a little more information on Robertson here shortly, but want to tell you about Uritich, who is in now to pitch. We'll give you his number after this pitch here.
2-2 off the end of the bat of Thompson, but foul towards the bullpen in right. 1 bounce and into the 3rd row of the seats. Still 2-2.
Uritich making his 8th appearance of the year. He's 1-0 with a 5.79 ERA and 9 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 10 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Nothing overpowering. Be 87, 89 miles an hour.
Breaking ball, and Thompson said it caught him on the arm, and home plate umpire Myron Miller agrees. So hit by pitch on the 2-2 offering will send Thompson down, and the Tigers get the leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But you had Hall of Famer Kim Mulkey, Hall of Famer Paul Maneri, and of course Ben McDonald, who's on the call for the Orioles network. He was in town in St. Louis. They all 3 got to visit. Great moment obviously for Kramer, and big moment in his career after being called up from Memphis. He's had a really good stay there for the Redbirds, but now wearing the St. Louis Cardinals uniform. Best of luck to Kramer. Tyler McManus stands in with the runner at first, nobody out, and a nice breaking ball. McManus again had a big weekend. Jay Johnson talked about what he did offensively, but he had a great defensive play on a strike him out, throw him out in game 1 that was key to take away some momentum from Alabama on Friday night, as a toss over by Uritich to keep an eye on Thompson. And by the way, LSU with 2 stolen bases in a game over the weekend. In fact, 3 total against Alabama, a team that obviously has not shown a propensity for stolen bases this year, but took advantage at times over the weekend. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses high from Uritich, 1-1.
I think everybody thought when Jay Johnson got hired here at LSU, West Coast guy coming from Arizona, maybe we'd see a lot of bunting and stealing and small ball. And Jay Johnson said, we're going to win any way, any way it takes. We're going to win the ball game. If that means hitting the ball out of the ballpark, we're going to do that too. And that's what they've done up to this point.
Another slider, this time off the outside corner, a called strike. McManus down to the count 1-2. Yeah, you look at this lineup and you look at what the Tigers have been doing here of late, now with 86 home runs on the year. The 1-2 breaking ball slapped into left field by McManus. That one hung up and he jumped all over it. Runners now 1st and 2nd, nobody out here in the bottom of the 2nd inning as McManus delivers his 26th hit of the season. And to your point, when you look at LSU, the start of the season, we all got very excited, Buzzy, because they were sending baseballs over the fence at a regular occurrence. And it slowed down, didn't go away, but the levels dropped a little bit. But here of late, over the last 8 ball games, LSU is really bringing out the big sticks. Already 1 home run in this game.
And just as we talk about the home run and Coach Jay Johnson not bunting that much, I would be very surprised if Collier Cranford doesn't lay the bunt down here and he's squaring.
He squares and then pulls it back and swings, but he pops it up near first base. Calling for it and having it will be Faulkner. So a little trickeration that time by the Tigers, but could not complete the Butcher Boy. And pop out is 1 out. Runners stay put at 1st and 2nd. Haven't seen that on the year yet.
No, haven't, and I'm not sure. Jay Johnson doesn't look particularly happy down in the LSU dugout, so not sure if it was not what he was envisioning when that play was put on, or if a signal was missed. But again, not thrilled down there is Jay Johnson.
Yeah, but he's still doing some coaching down in the dugout. Runners still 1st and 2nd. Now we'll see Gavin Dugas again atop the order. First delivery, he loaded up, but stays away on the slider that misses outside, and it's 1-0. Dugas, of course, had the solo home run way out to left field. He's got Thompson at 2nd, McManus at first base, 1 out in a tie game, 1-1. Uritich looks back to 2nd, now kicks and fires. The 1-0, and Dugas swinging for the fences, but comes up empty. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Chris, strictly speculation here, but I would think the play is you lay the bunt, you square early, and if the corner infielder, so the first base and the third baseman, if they don't charge quickly, you lay the bunt down. If they charge really aggressively, then that's probably when he wants you to pull back.
This pitch gets in the mitt, high and outside, but gets away from Grisafi, and now that will advance the runner second and third. Again, I got to believe maybe a wild pitch. It did get in the mitt of the Lions catcher, but he was rising to get it. Made every effort to just really keep it in front of him. That one got loose from Uritic. Again, maybe he wasn't ready for it. It was a breaking ball,
Yeah.
and it looked like that wasn't what he was expecting. It wasn't high looking at the replay
I think
as it looked in real time.
A little bit of cross up there.
And it is a pass ball.
Yeah,
that's the right call.
I agree with that.
So runners second and third on the pass ball with one out. The 2-1 again slides away to the right-handed hitting Dugas, and it's 3-1. I was fooled by the dramatics of the Lions catcher. He was, but again, in his defense, I don't think it was what he was expecting, so he was all out of sorts. Grisafi now going to call for time and go deliver the baseball back, and there's also going to be a meeting out of the dugout on the mound here with one out, and the Tigers threatening, 2 runners in scoring position. I think that might be, trying to get a look here, that may be Jerry Salisbury, the pitching coach. It is. Matt Reiser. You can always find Coach Reiser. He's got that pin tucked up under the right side of the hat. So he is still in the dugout. It is Salisbury out there visiting with Uritic. They've got a left-hander warming for the Lions, who just got up momentarily with the catcher down.
Yeah, it's number 11, Noah Smith, out of Houston, Texas. Given a little time for him to get loose.
So the meeting over with. Uritic gets his instructions. Grisafi back behind the plate. One out, runners second and third. Thompson at third, McManus at second. Here's the 3-1 to Dugas. Fastball in for a strike to fill the count 3-2. Good crowd here on a Tuesday night, as we mentioned. Southeastern, short drive down I-12 to get here to Baton Rouge. They brought plenty in the Lions gear. Here's the payoff delivery, and it misses low, and that'll load the bases on the walk. Dugas again doing his job, finding a way to get on base. And that will bring Josh Pearson with a big opportunity for the freshman right fielder here with one down. Driven in 21 runs on the season. And you just got to get excited when you think about Josh Pearson, Josh Stevenson, and the futures they will have here at LSU. Again, with another year of Dylan Cruz.